be like, I'm this and that for life. This and that for life. I'm always for life, nigga. This a blow. Hey, yo, Madara. Here go a class for you, my nigga. 140 for the rebel. The world turned its back on me. I'm a cripple. We got soldiers, he got soldiers, but I got different ones. Ain't no way out, I tell you once. Don't pray for nothing, send a curse. We can't forgive what's forbidden. Remain in them trenches. Trust in the Lord, but please forgive me for the times that I did. If rank is given, have your respect to your apprentice. Be about your business. This loyalty's a death sentence. Look, trying to pick up with a blind friend. They said there'll be many mansions. I'm just grinding for my time share. Them devils ain't playing fair. They hunt you like bad pal. But ain't no getting out the game like Jumanji. Or if you take that oath, it's a Dundee. They try to deal death to a priest. You won't make it out in one piece. So you can stand. Just make sure you got the heart. Say your name 3 times and it's death do us part. Look. So how you feel about this truth I done shown? This ain't the like you think, little nigga. I should want. Even your own people go disown. And the Lord said they hate you for my name. So you better keep it on. Ain't no more guessing. Ain't no more questions. Make sure my election till I'm tucked away like George Jetson. Murder for capital, now it's murder at the Capitol. The world in amazement, we like fuck 'em, raise it, raise it. I pity those watching life as it goes by. Be giving mercy in this life, I don't know why. In pump smoke, never try to. The dead at home, my brother be the dead and soldado. In the photo, salute my nigga, salute my nigga. They like, how you stay focused? I told him I'm motivated cause of you, my nigga. Brotherhoods and weapons, still got weapons on the scene. And I never do my niggas like Bishop did Raheem. Never mind in all beliefs, they under anesthesia. Shorty say she need me, say she wanna let that love go. So I let that love grow. But if I bring you to my bed, that's a blood. So, how you feel about this truth I done show? This ain't the life you think, little nigga. I should want. Even your own people gon' disown. And the Lord said they hate you for my name, so you better keep it on. Yeah, yeah.
They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So that you said that they put millions of my houses. Yes, you said so. Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did? That's right. That's right. One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a door. It's a door. Payback is a door. It's a door. Payback is a door. It's a door. Payback is a door. It's a door.
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacles set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never our home. Only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe the slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting. The trail of my tears is countless. The fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Crack in the sky, nuclear missiles will make it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be. Slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cage and safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash. Get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom be busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now. You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a door. It's a door.
Ain't no remorse in my blood, Slim. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember YAHANNA's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in his body, you fit the Lord, fuck the cartel. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback to bitch in his dress. She a bombshell. Revenge is served cold. I just hope they making oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in a world of mad shooters. There was design fire for our babies to pass through in the day of our king's reign. I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums.
Someday you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a door. Payback is a door.
Everybody hear me?
God.
God, most high in Christ. I'm coming through Tawad, bro.
Yep.
God.
Most high in Christ. God, let's get it, man. Shalom, out of one, Lord in Christ. What's going on, sir?
Hey, shalom.
Got my head covered today. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to represent a little bit. You know, that's the that's where we started out. You know that, right, Yarma? You know that, right? That's where it all started, right?
All right. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Just had to represent a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
I thought we started in Durham. I said I thought we started in Durham.
But yeah, but you know how it is, bro. You know what it is, man. You know where it all started from. So I had to represent for today. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, Chain Breakers Podcast. We back up in the spot, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? We've been going strong on the show. And so we back again for another episode of the Chain Breakers Podcast, brought to you by the I.S.U.P.K, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Under commanding General YAHANNA. Been teaching the truth of the Bible since 1969. The so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians are the true Jews, the true Israelites of the Bible. You understand? This is the Chain Breakers Podcast. You know what I'm saying? One of many shows that we have in the school. And of course, what we do on this show is we break the chains of oppression that are on our people's minds, man. Our people just believe they free and that all is well in this place. And of course, every week we try to bring out some stories just to show you just how disgusting this place is and what's really going on. But of course, I cannot begin the show without giving due diligence and credit to my Ottawa and my brothers who, of course, hold the show down with me every single week. First and foremost, captain of 10,000 Yagarwat, holding it down in Oklahoma City. What's going on, sir?
Not much, man. Same old. Same old, how oppressed is the devil the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
Yeah, right. And another thing to start with, that I remember I ended last show and I told you about the brother Anthony Sanchez.
Khan, sir. Yes, sir.
Anthony Sanchez, they just executed him last week, of course. But you know, it was the story. It happened in 1996. Mm-hmm. It happened in 1996, and he went on and said he didn't do it, and it was something about his father like murdered this white woman, this white girl that was a college student, and she was supposed to be a ballerina or something. So that's so that's an all American oppressor.
Right,
So
right.
yeah, so with her murder, of course, it happened in '96, and they didn't really go after him till 2004.
Wow.
2004, 8 years later, and say, oh, we matched his DNA, with some DNA that was found, on her.
Wow.
So it was like a whole lot of crazy stuff that went into it. Then it talk about maybe his father may have did it, and it was just crazy that it was just the rush to judgment when it's dealing with a Black, Hispanic, or Native Indian.
Come
Just a rush to judgment, and they don't play down in Oklahoma. They kill him.
Right,
they put him in death real fast,
So, like I said, it's like the. I mean, since we just been doing this show, this like the fourth or fifth brother that you done told me got executed in Oklahoma City.
Yeah. This is
Good night.
Matter of fact, this is the what is it? I had it written down. I believe this is the ninth. This is the ninth execute since they started back in 2021.
Wow.
See, they had stopped doing the executions in Oklahoma for some reason. People was there's a talk about it. They wanted to stop doing them. So when they started back in 2021, this has been the ninth execution.
Wow.
And so they got November 30th, Philip Hancock. He will be executed November 30th. This November 30th coming up, in Oklahoma. So the killing machine keeps on going in Oklahoma. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's very, very crazy, sir. Very, very crazy. You know what I mean? But yeah, we've been talking about that on this show. What's going on in Oklahoma City? You know what I'm saying, for some time. You know what I mean?
And look, and Salakia Thumper. And on top of that, Oklahoma County, the county jail. Brothers have been dying in there. Brothers have been dying. Brothers you get locked up in the county jail down in Oklahoma, you die. They've been dying. Brothers been dying, and that's been like swept under the rug too. Been swept under the rug too. The brothers, been dying. And it's been talk about closing it down and building another county jail. Because that one is so decrepit, so torn up, and and it's so it's so deplorable. The living, of course, the arrangements in there. Of course, the living arrangements in there. Nobody should be living in there. So it's deplorable and everything. And saying this is a rotten place. It's a rotten place. You know what I'm saying?
Damn right. No, for sure. Yeah. Good night. That's absolutely. Disgusting, man. Disgusting what they do. Again, like you said, like the rush to judgment when it comes to our people. We're not condoning. We don't know if this brother committed this crime. We don't know if his father committed this crime. He maintained his innocence all the way to death.
Yes, all the way to death. On his deathbed, when they brought him in to put him to death, he said, "I didn't kill nobody. I didn't kill him." And he said to them, the family, the girl's family, "I didn't kill your daughter." But it's it goes on deaf ears when it's Black. It goes on deaf ears. Whatever. Right. They want somebody to die. They want somebody to die and somebody to pay for it. I mean, no matter what. I mean, everybody knows about the Julius Jones story.
Right.
I mean, come on. And he's doing life when it's clear that he did not commit that murder.
Right.
But that's how the oppressor is. They want somebody. As long as you can get one. If you can get one Negro in there even though if he's innocent, if we just get one Negro to just pay for the death of our loved ones, it's no matter. It don't care if he done it or not.
Right.
Just as long as somebody. I mean, come on. If somebody killed one of my loved ones, I don't want no innocent man standing.
That's right.
I don't want no innocent man standing paying for it, man. Come on, man. If you don't get the right one, then don't lock the innocent man up. Damn.
But that's why you say that, sir. I just seen that. I just seen a Caucasian woman. I forgot exactly what the situation was, but it was a similar situation where a brother, he had gotten out of prison after. We might have talked about it on the show, I think. where the brother got out of jail because they found out, you know, through DNA he didn't do it after like something like 15, 20 years.
Yeah,
and he apologized to the woman. Like he was like, you know, because they didn't give him no remorse. They was like, no, he's still guilty, and you know, we just glad he served something, is what the devil said. Excuse me, the oppressor said, and that's exactly what you're talking about. So she's like, well, we glad he served, and he was like, I'm not mad at them. I'm not mad at them. I forgive them, of course, like we're always taught to do in this place, man. Yeah, but it's very, very crazy, man. But I gotta go. You know what I'm saying? Of course. You know what I'm saying? My brother, Officer 1000 Yard Mock, as well. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, Brody?
Not much, man. I'm ready to go. We go to get
let's get it, man. I actually, it's funny. I don't know how it slipped my mind, man. We're gonna get right into this first story. I don't know how it slipped my mind. This particular story, but we got it. There's no way, and we're gonna have a little bit of a short show today. Salakia again, y'all. We've been hitting y'all with some short shows, but the short shows been actually pretty good. Y'all been kind of tuning in. I see the views. You know what I'm saying, creeping up right there. That's what it is. Most High in Christ. Make sure y'all like. Let me put it on the screen too. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. You know what I'm saying. Go on the Chainbreakers podcast on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel. That's very, very, very important. Click the notification bell so you can, you know, every time we go live on the YouTube. That's our main joint. We go live from other channels as well, but that's like, you know, the hub. So make sure you tuned in, plugged into the Chainbreakers on YouTube. But I almost forgot about this. Brittany Rayner. How did I almost forget about this? I got other stories we want to talk about, but man, we got to talk about Brittany Rayner real quick. We got to talk about it real quick. It should be a short. Let me see if I can find it. It should be a short clip. Of Brittany Rayner. She recently went on Club Shay Shay. She went on Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp's podcast, and you know, he asked her a question about her body count. If you're not, you know, familiar, you should know what that means. Body count simply means, you know, how many men has she had sex with? And there was an interesting reaction to her explaining her body count. Let's see. Let me see. Just bear with me just a moment. Hold up. Oh my God. This is it. Hold up. Hold on. Here we go. All right, check it out. So I'm gonna scroll down and hope it should start back up from the top. Hold up. Let me know if y'all can hear it too.
That's what my track record.
Can y'all hear that?
Because my dating pool is, I mean, my God, impressive, expansive. I've had sex with 35 guys. Damn!
What the fuck?
Okay.
Whew. Oh Lord.
Because my dating pool.
She said that real nonchalant too. She really thought. Hold on, I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna let the Akim break it down. What y'all thought about that? I'm gonna play it one more time. You know what I'm saying? Because she's talking about her dating pool and all of this stuff. So let's see again how she describes her dating pool.
Because my dating pool is, I mean, my God, impressive, expansive. I've had sex with 35 guys. Damn!
What the fuck?
Okay.
Well,
hey, so it was kind of low. She said so. It's her job to be a whore.
Okay. So I guess the conversation was about the kind of guys she's into or she's, you know, she likes. And so she's about to say that, you know, my dating pool is impressive. I guess she's trying to say she deals with, you know, top tier dudes with money, they got bread or whatever. But someone in the background, it wasn't even Shannon Sharp. It was, I don't know what the dude on the camera, or somebody else in the background was like, when she was like, my dating pool is, he was like, expansive, because we all know she's a whore. We all know it.
God.
So he says expansive, and her response to that is like, is it to say like, nah, like the opposite, like, no, my dating pool is not expansive. She's trying to say, I haven't been with a bunch of guys. I've only had sex with 35 guys. Now, of course, they threw Chris Tucker and Ice-Cube in there, and that Hamite Idris Elba. But Shannon Sharp's reaction, he started tossing back, some shots, because he was like, ooh wee. And this whole thing has brought about this weird dichotomy where a lot of women are saying that they think that 35 is kind of low. But a lot of guys are looking at it like, what?
Boy, man.
So I had to bring this, see what, my Anwar and the Hakim, what do y'all think about what took place here, what she said? Like, not just, I want to talk about the number, but also the fact that she thought that she's saying a low number.
Good Lord. I mean, that's, man. I mean, she said it like it's nothing. It's only, good Lord.
Khan. She said it like it's nothing at all. I mean,
come on. I mean, and that's sad because that's the whoredom of Israel.
Right.
I mean, that's the whoredom of Israel. 35 is not a lot. I mean, goddamn. I mean, come on. Come on, man. That's, man.
Khan.
That's why it's so much in the Bible about whoredom, or the land being the whoredom, woman not being a prostitute, Israelite women not being a prostitute, don't prostitute your women. It's so much of that in the Bible talking about the land falling into whoredom.
Khan.
And now you see why.
Right.
The Most High knows his people. The Most High knows his people. That's what the Bible's about. It's a lot about women being whores. And don't prostitute thy daughter, and all some precepts in the Bible. And then you see this whole shit appear right there, and she's proud of it. It's a job, Damn, that's like, come on, man.
Sir. It's very strange the time we live in. Shout out to Officer 1000 Koala up in the spot.
What's going on, brothers?
Lord of Christ. Yeah, bro. We talking about something. I know you're gonna have something real heavy to say about this. So, you right on the money, Captain Yago. It's like when I see that, this is like a good exemplar of the state of the world that we live in. It is really, really wild. And like I said, sir, it's been going crazy on social media. Where again, it's like this. A lot of the women are not necessarily siding with her, but they're looking at it like, that's not that bad. Having sex with 35 men, and you're like, and how old is Brittany Rayner? What, 32? Something like that? I want to say she's like 32, 31, something like that. I'm not exactly sure her exact age, but you know what I mean? She's 31. She's she was in her 20s 2 years ago. And she's had sex with 35 men, and it's this whole back and forth thing on social media. So Yarma Kawar, again, I leave the floor open. First off, again, we could talk about the number, but how she said it, and her almost presenting it like, oh no, I'm about to shock the world with this one. I've only had sex with 35 guys. Did that surprise y'all? Like, or is that to be expected? What y'all think of how she worded it?
First of all, she lied. She a damn liar. Right. I said it earlier on Facebook. Like, she said it. She thought that number was low enough that it wasn't that bad. It was believable. Like, she knows she couldn't have said 12.
Right.
8 or 15 or nothing like that. She had to say something that was like, but for her, believable, man. But y'all remember what J. Cole said?
Yeah.
You got to multiply by.
That's a fact. That's a
You got
fact.
to make it by 3. So
Right.
you understand?
Yeah.
I think at 105 is where she at. But you know, again for her, and is Brittany Rayner black?
I believe she's an Israelite. Her exact nationality, again, I have technical tips here, but yeah, her exact nationality, I'd have to look it up, but I'm confident she's an Israelite.
Hey, Salaki, I ain't mean to cut nobody off, but can y'all brothers enlighten me? Who the hell is she?
Nobody.
Right.
Okay. She's nobody. I'm saying, is she a singer or actor? What the hell is she?
No. She's.
Come on, you mean to tell me she's just a social media chick?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like a she's just known for being like a, you know, she's not even a video vixen. I don't know. Did she do any? I mean, I'm not saying y'all brothers would know the answer to this, but did she do any? She didn't do no pornography, did she?
I think she got famous just being on IG.
Oh man.
You know, having a little body on her.
Yeah.
In the early days of social media, I think she got famous like that and got a name for herself. Being goofy online, wearing shorts, you know, like that type of shit.
Right.
Okay,
and
so
then she dated like a bunch of celebrity dudes.
She's an influencer, what they call it.
Right.
Okay.
A nobody. A nobody, but of course in 2023. A woman, you know, we can get into that, but you know, she don't got to do much. She just, you know, look pretty, go on to Instagram. You know what I'm saying? You got chicks out here, you know what I'm saying, making $1 million selling pictures of their feet.
And Salakia, being a whore is popular.
Right.
Being a whore is popular.
But Salakia, I want to go back to what you said. That's heavy too, bro. And that's another discussion that, you know, could be had. I want your insight too. But first off, body counts. Even J. Cole saying that in the song about body counts, like, you know, if she say this, it's really this. A lot of women, especially nowadays, even with this thing that's going on, a lot of them are saying, well, why does that even matter? Why are you worried about somebody's body count? You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. She with you now. That's what a lot of the women are saying. So, I mean, is that true? Like, are dudes, should we care about that, or what's up?
I mean, the brother can care whatever the hell a brother want to care about, but I will speak to the woman. That woman, you lying. You lying.
Right.
You know it matters. You know your body count matters, which is why you say things like, "Oh, if it wasn't good, it don't matter." Oh, if we was ever together before this age, I don't know you. It don't matter. And even Brittany Rayner, when he said that her body count was expansive, why didn't she just say, "Yeah"? Why she didn't just say, "Yeah, I had sex with a lot of men"? If it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
She said, "I only got 35" because she knows psychologically it does matter. She doesn't want to be looked at as a hoe, and women don't want to be looked at as hoes. The problem is this: you are a hoe. That's the
God.
You understand? It's like a crackhead who doesn't think as a crackhead.
Right.
The problem is you are a crackhead. You are a drug addict, and you are addicted to whoredom. It's no different. You understand? And for her to just say it as if it was something to be proud about is disgusting. Like if I was her, thank the Lord I'm not her. But if I was her, I would just keep that to myself.
That's
wouldn't get video talking about no kind of sex life, because that is not good for young women that are coming up in age. That's not good for them. And we scream all day how we want women to find a good man, to get a good relationship, to have children and to be a mother. But then you put out the number 35 at 31 years old. That's terrible. You understand? Like that is a terrible thing for you to portray our sisters to be and push. And you know you an influencer. To even consider yourself an influencer and to say that means that you are purposefully projecting women to be just like you. That's your whole job. Your whole livelihood is to push people to be like you. So now 35 is something that's acceptable, man. I tell you what, you understand? A woman is supposed to stay with the man that she first sleeps with. That is acceptable. We need more women to come out and say, "Look, I've only been with one man." You understand? Or I've only been with less than 5 men, and I'm 35 years old. And let that start being the mark again instead of this. You understand? And again, she's been with more than 35 men. She is the bona fide hoe. I think she was best friends with Tiana Trump if she's not still friends with her.
Oh man, now that's an actual porn star.
Yeah. And you know what they say, birds of a feather flock together.
That's right.
And those two birds that are always together. So
that's right.
I'm
Good night.
on that, but
Very, very well said, brother. Very well said. Body count. You know what I'm saying? Again, it's so many things, man. I'm seeing on the internet, Kawal. They saying another thing they saying, Kawal, and again, I don't want to sidetrack you from your point, but just to put it out there, another thing I'm seeing them say is like, so the brothers will be like, man, 35, that's crazy or whatever. And a lot of the women will say something like this. They'll say, man, I don't understand why, okay, if a woman has her body count is 35 or whatever the number, it's crazy. But if a man had the same body count, wouldn't nobody say nothing? Nobody looks down on a man because he got, 20 plus bodies or what have you. But why y'all only look down on a woman? It should be the same for a man. So I'm just putting that out there. You know what I'm saying? Make your point. But if you could, do you think there's something to that? Like, is there some accuracy to that, or is that kind of being misconstrued? With that kind of almost looking at it like we're the same. You know what I mean? But go ahead, bro.
Yeah, that question has been posed a whole lot. I think it's just deflecting on the main issue is women lack accountability. So if I'm trying to hold you accountable for your body count, first thing you're gonna do is flip it and say, "What about you?" I mean, it's just to keep the spotlight. And that's what anything. Accountability is everything. Women, the majority of lack accountability, and it starts there. Like y'all Michael was saying, the reason why she even gave a number was because she knows that having the whole stigma that comes with having a high body count. You could have just said lots of men. I had sex with lots of men. Pause. She could have said that, but she said 35 because she knows if she went too astronomical, then it'll be way more than it's now. The whole backlash she's getting. So that whole number 35 is just a number she pulled out of her ass. That ain't 35. Like what? Nigga, it's only 22 players on a football field. Are you kidding me? It's 22 players on a football field at one time. All them damn helmets flying around. You like she had sex with 35?
Right.
I mean, you got to think about it too. And women are liars. They don't count the niggas they don't like.
That's right. That's a fact.
They don't count the ones in high school.
That's
they're not counting the bozo ones that they snuck around. They're not doing that. So you, like I said, you could just up that number, probably 135.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like it's shameful, and no other race of people do that. Like you wouldn't ask an Asian woman that on TV, and she wouldn't come out her mouth and say that unless she's just some porn star, and that's rare. You know what I'm saying? Or and even an African woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, and these are heathen nations. Like we're the only ones that's acceptable to just be that loud and voices about a body count. And then be happy about it. And then women support that nonsense, man. Like other women don't applaud that. I'm rarely seeing a lot of backlash for women saying that's way too much, but we teach the sexist marriage in this school. And women like Brittany Renner got to realize that, man, you got in the I look forward to the kingdom of heaven. That won't even be a question. How many men you had sex with? Either she's single, that's it. Ain't no many men you had sex with. Like that's how low we've fallen in this state. Like we have to go around and ask that. That's actually a question that's on every man's mind when they go on a date with a woman. They're talking about favorite colors and who your grandmama and then where you're from. All that nigga really want to know is, girl, how many bodies you got?
Right.
Am I going to be embarrassed walking around the mall with you? Are there videos?
There we go. That's it.
Around on videos you floating around and. And you getting taken to Pound Town on camera, and I'm gonna be embarrassed one day. Like those are thoughts that men have because it does matter. You understand? So this whole thing it's good that they're covering it because it sparks conversation. But we got to stop this whole nonsense of deflecting on the issue of women need to be chaste. Women need to be more responsible. We all got to be. Men have to be responsible too, but women really got to stop thinking that having a lot of bodies in your sexual liberation. That your quality is going to stay the same. It is not. Your stock has tremendously fallen. Right. I don't want, even if I go rent a goddamn car and I read the Carfax and it's had more than 2 owners, I don't want the car.
That's right.
I'm like, 1 owner, that's okay as a used car. I'm not getting to the showroom floor, but 2 or 3 owners, come on, man. That's ridiculous. Like you don't even want no pair of shoes like that. Refurbished shoes.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? You'll take the filter slider down and say, like, gently used.
Right.
She's like, she's overused. Like, she's
right. That's right. God.
It's like you want something gently used. Like, that no damn 35. That's crazy.
That's
35.
crazy. That's right.
Brother, you ever had 35 cats in one room? That's insane.
Good night.
35. Man, listen,
hey.
Man. Hey, shout out to her, man. She got to tighten up. Like,
right.
Your next Negro be your last, man.
Hey, listen, Brittany, if you're watching the show, you can come to the I.S.U.P.K.
Yeah.
Come to the I.S.U.P.K. You can come to class. You can do your 90 days, and that 35 will turn. If you know what I'm saying, get your name and everything. That 35 will turn to 0. Now, does that mean that Officer Tabawan is going to be trying to court you? It does not mean that. It don't mean that at all. But there's a brother. There's somebody for you up in this I.S.U.P.K. I'm trying to tell you.
If she came to the school, she'd be all right.
right.
Negro's a real daddy in it.
Yeah. Go.
Put a head wrap on and have her speaking Hebrew in no time.
That's a fact.
That 35 will get erased to 0 in a minute, man.
For sure. But if I could just say this real quick too, and this is my personal just take on the whole thing with the body count thing versus men versus women, whatever. And this is like to me, I can't stand, me and y'all might talk about this all the time. Like, I can't stand people who don't have self-awareness and are like disingenuous. Like, you know how, somebody like what's up, what time it is, bro. Like, the vibes. Like, I hate people who act like they don't know the vibes. Right. Any woman who says that a woman having 30 bodies is the same as a man having 30 bodies is a goddamn liar and a fool. And you know that is not true. Now, again, we in the I.S.U.P.K, we don't advocate for brothers to go out here and be whoremongers. Right. We are completely against that. Now, a lot of us in the world, we didn't know no better, but the same is true of the women. They don't know no better, so they just do whatever, right? But even in the world, there's a stigma more so against women doing a certain thing, because why? A man, put it like this. A man that goes out there and deals with however many women, guess what? How do I word this delicately? There's a certain amount of skill involved in that. Like, it kind of takes something, because even the Bible says that a man has to entice a woman. You know what I'm saying? Right. There's something as a man. I mean, some of us do, some of us don't. Some of us got women trying to get with us all the time. Some of us don't. You know what I mean? But even still, that reason why that stigma is there is because a woman just giving herself away so easily, it has an appearance again of whoredom, of of being loose, being easy. Whereas in a righteous way, guess what? A man can have 35 wives. There's no law against that. Not one. There is no law in the Bible that says a man cannot have 3,500 wives if he wanted to. So a man can have sex with 35 women, and it doesn't. Why would that tarnish him? You know what I'm saying? That wouldn't. And if y'all, correct me if I'm wrong, if y'all heard this in the world or heard anybody say this, I ain't never heard a woman say, "Man, too many women like him. I don't want to get with him." I've never heard a woman say that in my life.
They prefer.
They prefer. Every woman.
They prefer that.
They want a man who can get all the women.
Yeah.
But then be mad that he can get all the women. You know what I'm saying? Like, it makes no sense. Y'all, Mike, you gonna say something?
No, I was gonna say exactly what Kawhi said. They'll say it. They'll say, "Oh, you got hoes. I bet you got hoes."
Right.
They want to be right. They want to be hoe number 3.
That's right. That's right. And it's like, why even lie about it? Just tell the truth. Because guess what? There's a cat sitting there in the corner that cannot get no women. You don't ever have to worry about him cheating on you. You don't ever have to worry about him another woman looking in his direction. None of that. It'll never happen. And guess what? No woman wants him. No woman wants that guy that is not capable of getting multiple women. So why even harp on this? You know it's not the same. It's a completely different ball game. Different toilet, same ish. I'm sick of explaining it. All right, that's the end of that. All right, Brittany Rayner. Gay, I'm up.
You said something that was kind of funny.
What?
Real quick.
Go ahead.
Hold on. 1 second. Let me see if I can play this real quick. Finish Baba Kashad.
Hold on. Do your thing.
Hold on. Let me share the screen.
Most time, shout out to everybody tuning in too. So I'm not cutting you off, your Mark. I just want to just shout out to everybody tuning in. I see you, Aisha. What's going on, bro? It's like you. Lord in Christ, got my head covered. I see her one. I see the raw part. Go ahead, your Mark.
I'm about to say this is the man you're talking about right here.
So the thing about wielding a keyblade is that usually most swords have a specific hilt or a guard.
Oh my God! That's what they don't want.
Right.
Keyblade nigga.
If it's all about not having somebody that got hoes, if it's all about having a man with a low body count and he, you know what I mean, he gonna be well behaved all the time, just get with the blade wielding brother. Problem solved.
Yep.
But nobody wants the blade wielding brother. They want cats. They want Captain Yagawa. They want y'all Mock. They want Officer Kawar. They want these cats. You know what I'm saying? That all the women want. That's who they want. So like, I just don't understand why we gotta mince words and play game. But Cap, I think you was gonna say Salakia. I don't want. If you see me mute you Salakia for that, it's just because I know you're using your phone. So what happens is it causes like an echo. So you can just unmute yourself. And you know what I'm saying? Go ahead, so Salakia for that.
Yeah, Con. I know, because it's a lot of it's noise and it's interference. It's AC and everything on under. So I understand that. Yeah. But it's like, it's the craziest thing because come on, how long have we heard this? The same thing. Everything. If it comes around, it goes around. Goes around, come around. It's like the same thing goes in the merry-go-round. Cause we've seen whores like this before. You know what I'm saying? And then and all you young sisters out there watching this thing who are not in the school, and you think it's something being a whore. After a while, then your stuff is not going to be as pleasurable anymore.
Right.
You know,
right.
when you take off your panties, your box is going to be a fallout shelter. Nobody want to get there. That happens to women. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So don't think it's a big thing of going down laying down with all these men.
Right.
You can be real funky real quick.
That's right.
And word will get around because Negroes talk. Brothers talk. And the word will get around it. Hey, she's a loose booty. Yeah.
Go. Hey, I didn't know. We had to tell them though, because like you said, I don't want a lot of the girls. They don't know. You know what I'm saying?
They don't know.
They don't know, sisters. You know what I'm saying? You better take advice from these priests. We trying to help you. We are not trying to hurt you. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I mean, like you one day, because guess what's gonna happen? One day you're gonna be right now. You young, you in your 20s. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? In your early 20s, mid 20s. But one day you're gonna creep up into them 40s. You're gonna creep up into them 50s, and things just if you continue on that path. I'm not saying not every sister's like that, but Brittany Rayner. I mean, let's just pretend she did have sex with just 35 men. Now, let's pretend she started early and lost her virginity at, say, 16. She's 31 years old. That was 15 years ago. So in 15 years, she had sex with 35 men. So let's say in another 15 years, when she's 46, she has sex with another 35 men.
Good night.
That'll be 70 bodies.
Good gracious.
Let me tell you something. That box is going to be, it ain't going to be the same. It ain't going to be the same. It's going to be a whole different, you know what I'm saying? That joint going to be blew out. It ain't going to be the same. Salakia. Just keeping it real. And they always try to be like, oh, here, the woman's body is made to deliver babies. And no, listen. No, that ain't got nothing to do. It ain't the same.
That value is trash, man.
Yeah, it's trash.
When brothers back in the day, when they describe a man that had a lot of women, they'll say, yeah, he's quite a ladies' man. Mm-hmm. And everybody know, oh, okay, he get a lot of women. Well, a lot of women like him. There was never a term of endearment like that for a woman that had a lot of men. It's always
right.
She's fast. Even society knows it's wrong.
Right.
Like you can't paint over it. We live in this day and age where everything is so, watered. Oh man. You can't keep it real. You can't say what's obvious.
That's right.
And everybody knows that if a woman has a high body count, that lowers her value. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Then most of them have mental issues too. I mean, 35 men. Think about, all those different types of men that's been inside you. Oof. Even just some of them, I don't even know, man. Like, it's crazy, brother. I mean, some of the men could have been down low brothers. They could have been down low brothers.
That's too. Yes, that's a heavy point.
Heathens been inside of it. Like, come on, man. You a sister. You tell me you've been with a white dude. I'm like,
yeah, that's a rough one, man.
Check, please.
That's a rough
It's kind of like a rough one to get over. It's like,
yeah.
you gotta think about all that because of the manner of which they carry themselves. Like, they don't wash clean. They're just heathen animals. And you got to think about the animals laying with her. So now, before I reach in my wallet, or I mean, how I'm supposed to treat you? Like, yeah, you're a woman, but look what you give yourself to. Like, you think I'm going to be the one taking you to Disney World and all these niggas hit for free?
right. That was the price.
That's the mindset of a cat. So women got to be careful because you go listen to Brittany Renner, but the realistic outcome is not going to be that.
That's right.
You're going to be the one that's going to be losing on dates. You're going to be the ones getting clowned. The kids, you're not going to get that same type of treatment. If a brother finds out you had sex with 50 men, he's not holding a chair for you. What's chivalry?
Right.
I mean, they didn't give prostitute chivalry. Like,
hell
no. Nobody's laying that jacket over the puddle for a prostitute.
Except
but
Drake.
For a dainty virgin, yeah, they would do it. But not a prostitute, so you do lose value. They picked on Kevin Samuels a lot when he was alive because he was a little fruity. But that brother was saying some stuff. Some of the stuff he said was true. Like, you start giving that box up like that, man. Your value is super duper. Your sexual marketplace value is low.
Right.
Because now you're just, you're young, you're pretty, but you've been had so many times, it's not even a thing. Like, nobody wants to be seen. It's like having the same car in the hood that keeps getting resold. It got the same rims on the same color.
Right.
And you might just tint the windows or paint it, but everybody knows that same car. Like, nobody want that car. Like, everybody, the whole hood didn't have it.
Right.
It's like, I don't want that whip. I'm not buying that whip, brother. You got to go out of state. You got to go out of country somewhere to try to sell that car because everybody's seen it. Everybody's been in it already.
Damn right. Well said, brother. Well said. Disgusting. But let's move on to a topic, a related topic, if I could. Again, shout out to everybody tuning in. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to young man David. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, bro? Shout out to Officer Baaz. What's going on out there in Charlotte? You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna see you tonight, bro. I can't make it to the joint tonight. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? I know y'all gonna turn up, but I will see you tomorrow for camp. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be up there for camp for sure. You know what I'm saying? But I want to talk about this. Remember Eboni K. Williams? Who remember Eboni K. Williams, man? We talked about her on the show one time. She had she was the one that made the comments about dating the bus driver. Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
She had made the comments about you know what I'm saying? She wouldn't want to date the bus driver, but she would date the bus owner. Okay. Well, she recently came out and said something. And I want to get y'all opinions on it, you know what I mean? Because we often talk about, especially in the I.S.U.P.K, you know, we know, again, the climate of the world. You know, all women are learning from women like Brittany Renner that, you know, all this sexual liberation and you know, how many of these women are saying, hey, you know, don't like use your 20s, you know what I'm saying? Enjoy your life in your 20s, which, you know, is code word for go to college and or even if you don't go to college, just be a whore. Be a whore until you're 35. Is, you know, what that code word is, or be a whore until you're 30, you know. But this woman says something interesting here. If I could just bear with me just a moment. It's kind of running a little slow. You know what I'm saying? Some of these websites be real wacky. So just bear with me. Again, okay, I got it. I just got to pause it. Let's start from the beginning. Hold on. Damn, I can't rewind it. I gotta get this joint open on another page. It's Salakia. Yo, Mark, if you could, Baba Kushad, just type in Eboni K. Williams on YouTube if you can, and see if there's a short clip on there of it, because I'm just having a tiny bit of a hard time getting it on my side. I'm gonna keep trying. If I can't get it, then I'll just go ahead and read it. I'll just read the story. But I wanted to play the video. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Okay. I think I got it. Oh, get that out.
Marriage and relationship.
It was yeah. Yep. But I got it. Let me present it to so y'all can see it. Salaki, here we go. Boom, boom. No, yeah, that's correct. Boom.
As we age, doesn't matter how much money we accumulate, our degrees or professional accolades, the reality is that our marriage and partnership market value is depreciating with every passing year. No matter how good we look, no matter how fit we are, men are still seeing primarily our presumed dwindling fertility as a knock against us. And speaking of fertility, that is another reason that I want younger Black women to seek marriage and partnership in college or right after, if that's what they choose. Because the number of college-educated Black men is so low when compared to Black college-educated women that we're all going to be targeting the same small pool of men. And as we heard today, on most campuses, there's like 7 Black women students for every 1 Black man student. Y'all do the math. So here's my advice. If you are a young Black woman in college and you know in your heart and in your head that you want to prioritize family, I suggest that you simultaneously pursue that MRS degree right along with that BA or JD. Because the handful of Black college-age men that actually do desire to get married soon, and they do share that value system, and family is a priority for them too, y'all, that is an incredibly small pool, and it's shrinking as you get older. And by the time you reach my age, 40, you will be faced with different choices relating to life partnership and motherhood. Now, I'm not saying that delaying marriage or motherhood is a bad option, but it's one that comes with its own consequences. And our women deserve to know on the front end of their decision making instead of on the back half.
Okay. So y'all heard what she said. I leave the floor open. Thoughts, you know, I mean, again, if anybody, I mean, of course, I know y'all all know what she, you know, was talking about, but for the viewers, you know, again, what she was alluding to, you know, was again now a lot in this day and age, a lot of women are kind of waiting to get into serious relationships, like we talked about, you know, like the idea that you should just go to college and while out, you know what I'm saying, have sex with the football team, you know what I'm saying, have sex with, you know what I'm saying, the basketball team. And then, you know, maybe when you turn 32, 33, you settle down, you know what I'm saying, you find some sucker to marry you, maybe. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of the idea that a lot of our women are taught. And what she's alluding to is like, like, you know, if you want to get married, don't wait till you're 36 to do it. Don't wait till you're in your 30s or 40s because your options are going to dwindle. She's saying, do it in more of the what they call, might say, the prime of your life, in your early 20s, your mid 20s, while you're in that college age, where the pool of, you know, she's talking specifically about educated Black men, but she also did say, she didn't just say college Black men, she said college age Black men too, where, you know, those options are more broad because, you know, of the age. So again, I leave the floor open. Is she on to something, or is it a load of malarkey? What y'all think?
I think she should shut her mouth. I think she
should
understand. Like a lot of people will say that what we talking about has no substance, and here's the truth. Since generationally, since we've been intermingled with our oppressor, we've allowed the plagues of our oppressor to ruin our sisters, man. So you may not like what we have to say about our women, what we say about our sisters, but here's the thing that you don't understand, and here's the absolute truth. All of these women that we're looking at that seems to be of age, that seems to be older, throughout generations, women have stopped growing up. And that's the problem. A lot of you women out here need to just grow the fuck up. That's what needs to happen. You need to understand that the way that you've been living your life is, for one, is not of the Lord. Now, you're in the Christian church every Sunday, praise, dancing, and singing, and claiming to love God, but yet you're the biggest slut on the damn campus. That's not of the Lord. And for one, what the decisions, like whatever this the same woman who said that she will only marry the bus owner. You understand? You confused in everything. You don't know what the hell you want. You understand? And these women, I'll just be simple. You need to get in the class and listen to Commander General YAHANNA, man.
That's right.
You understand? You need to listen to
That's
men
right.
who has black relationships in mind, because you listen to all these podcasts, getting up on these shows, and you gonna just be confused on what to do. You don't know whether you're supposed to be a hoe, if you're supposed to look for the man who owns the bus, or if you're supposed to sleep with the man that you're supposed to stay with the man that you done slept with, which is what you're supposed to do. Now, if you want to get married at college age, then do it. If you want to get married when you're 45, then do that. What the hell is we even talking about here? Here's the thing that you can't do. You cannot have sex with 35 men by your 31. You can't do that. You can't be a whore and a slut. You can't be a whoremonger if you're a brother. You cannot just have sex with women and throw them away. Why? Because you are deteriorating at the very fabric of what it means to be black, which we know as to be Israelites. That's not our custom. So when you look at black relationships, when you look at the lack of black marriages, black people not staying together, it's because of all of these dumb, retarded podcasts that are teaching us that it's okay to continue living a lifestyle that we know is killing us. We know it's destroying our families. We know it's the reason why babies are being born without fathers in the household, without mothers in the household, because we can't get it together. I'll make it very simple for you. Sex is marriage. When you have sex with a man, that's the man that you stay with for the rest of your life. What does that do? That ends whoredom, you idiot. What the hell are we talking about? We don't have to talk about, oh, you need to make sure you have sex at 35 or 45 or 18. It doesn't matter. You would make sure that you are choosing the man that you're going to have to be with for the rest of your life. And what else does that do for our sisters? It teaches them accountability. It teaches them to be very careful about the man that they choose. You understand? Because when they choose him, you're going to have to stay with him, whether he owns the bus or he just rides it to get to work. That's your husband. And as a man, you're going to have to do the same thing. You're going to have to be accountable for the woman you decide to stick your rod in. You're going to have to be accountable. You want to get the woman at the bar that looks good. Hey, I'm with you. I understand, Thabawan. I'm with you. But when you sleep with that woman, you're going to have to deal with all the pleasure she gives you and all of the pain, all of the headache, all of the money she going to take from you, all of the arguments she going to give you, all of the children she going to give you. You got to deal with all of it for the rest of your life. Now, what does that do? That keeps blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians together, and it makes us make sound decisions, man. You understand? Who the hell is Eboni K. Williams? What is she? You understand? Is she supposed to be
a journalist?
She's okay. Well, she should sit down and write. She should write down what Commander General YAHANNA said. Journal that. Get in class and you take records of what the Israelite school of UPK says, and the man that you sleep with next, that's the man that you stay with for the rest of your life. That's substance. That's it.
That's right.
That's water.
God.
You know, so
no, that's very heavy. That's a very, very, very heavy point. Well said, bro.
That's right.
Well said. If I could though, and this is my only of what she said that I could I won't say agree, but it's like it's something that we've said before, because a lot of what do women often say is the reason why they don't either want to have children. Like, think about how many women say they got to go to the abortion clinic because of school. They say, well, you know, I got to focus on my degree. I got to focus on getting this master's. I got to focus on getting this doctorate. But I guess in some small way, what she's talking about, you know what I'm saying, is like you can do both. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got plenty of sisters in I.S.U.P.K that pursue degrees, and guess what? They have husbands. You know what I'm saying? They have husbands. They got families. They got they got kids. They got husbands. And you know what I'm saying? And you can pursue your degree again, of course, whether you're at college age, as Officer Yaramak said, maybe you're 30, maybe you're 40. You can do that at any age. It's not a cutoff, but you can do both. You know what I'm saying? That they don't have to be mutually exclusive. You don't have to choose one or the other. And in that particular regard, I can agree with what she's saying. But Officer Yaramak is absolutely correct You know what I'm saying? Where, you know, all this extra stuff, you know what I'm saying? Again, just follow what Commander Junior Yohana said, what the Bible says. Commander Junior Yohana teaches the Bible, of course. But just follow the Bible. If you have sex, you know what I'm saying? Sex is important. And that's the main thing. Yeah, y'all, Slaki.
Someone posed a question. They said, what if the sex is trash and there's no chemistry? I can't stay with his behind forever. I could answer it, but I already spoke. So
I'll tie that in with this. I'm not gonna answer it. I'm gonna leave it up to Officer Kowal and Captain Ugarwap. So now let's put that in there. So now she. I mean, I don't know her age. Not saying she's asking a question. The person is asking a question. But let's just say a woman, right? Let's say she does want to get married. She says, you know what, I'm in college, you know what I mean? I'm about to get this degree, but you know, I want to get married. I like this man. I like this man. We've been talking or whatever. You know, I don't feel like I gotta wait till I'm my 30s or no. Like, if I want to be with him, and they haven't had sex yet. But this is the question that this girl might ask. She said, well, what if I do have sex with him and it is absolute garbage? It's trash. It ain't all that. It's like, man, I got to do this. It's burdensome. I got to do this all the time. This is not enjoyable. This is all of these kind of things. How should she should she then say to herself, like, you know what? Maybe I should test the waters. Maybe I should go have sex with 35 men by the time I'm 31, just to see what's out there for me. I leave it to Cap, Officer Kowal. Floor is open. What? How should she go about it, sir? I don't want you.
Don't let me answer. You gotta answer.
Go ahead, Cap. I see Cap turning his mute off. Go ahead, Cap.
I got you, Cap.
You know, that's
yeah, Cap.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, okay.
I hear you just fine. Cap.
Okay, yeah. Now that's when you sit there and you think like that, you know, and you come in and see right there where relationships and sexual relationships and all these type of things. This is why we in the I.S.U.P.K. we have the 6 month rule set up anyway. But now she's saying if you that man's wife. You are that man's wife once you go lay down with him. You make the decision to lay down with him. Now you that man's wife. Now you said the sex is garbage. You know what I'm saying? You're saying the sex is garbage, and I guess you better learn some tricks.
Yeah, trash.
You better learn some tricks. You better learn some tricks. You gotta make it good. You better make it good. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. That's right.
You better make him good, or you better teach him how to do something. You gotta teach him how to do something, you know? But it's like there's no way out of what I'm saying is there's no way out of just being going against the Most High. Going to the Most High and just being a whore and stuff like that and just breaking all in, and that's so terrible with the way we are. And see that, and what that sister, and that's a sister online action, right?
No, she watching, but she ain't asking. She asking.
Well, anyway, that type of thing is that type of thing that happens to us, and even that thought is in our head, is because the way we are. And that thought that you wouldn't be thinking like that if we wasn't those type of people who sleep around, have sex with different men, and the men throw away the women and stuff like that, and just being, and you know what I'm saying? We won't be having those type of conversations. But you know what I'm saying? If we could just be in order, like the Most High has us to be, then everything will be all good in the hood. But it's not like that. We all destroyed and messed up, and we've been teaching our women how to be whores, and the brothers have been loving whores. So damn, we in a pickle, all right? You know what I'm saying? So this is why we talk about getting in class. And for you sisters watching who are not in the school, you need to get in class and learn how to be that wife, learn how to be that mother, Right. You know what I'm saying? And not just the whore. You know what I'm saying? And then things will work out for you. You know what I'm saying? We here to help you. We giving you all the top ingredients and all the things you need, all the recipes you need for the perfect meals of life. You know? But if you sit there and keep on letting fake Israelites and Christian pastors and Steve Harveys and all those clowns tell you how to live and how to be a good wife, and come on. Good gracious. You got men like Steve Harvey who went through so many women, and he teaching you how to be a good wife. You know, you listen to him. You know what I'm saying? So right here, this is the home of the truth, the I.S.U.P.K and Commander YAHANNA. We're going to teach you how to be that sister. You won't have to worry about getting with a man and the sex be garbage. You know what I'm saying? You won't have to worry about that. That won't even be an issue. You know? You can get in here and you're going to learn to be, you're going to put on that head wrap and learn to be that perfect wife. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to be good in the hood for you.
Damn right.
But if you keep on the road, being not in the I.S.U.P.K, you know what I'm saying? Good grace. I mean, may the Lord have mercy. May the Lord have mercy on you. I'm not going to say the Lord be with you because he ain't going to be with you.
That's
you know what I'm saying? And the way these diseases going on, and you got women sleeping with one night stands and stuff like that. Good Lord. Man, I mean, come on. You're a brave person. Right. You're a brave person. You know what I'm saying? But we got to get in that mindset of, hey, I'm going to follow the Most High. I'm going to follow the Most High. You know what I'm saying? And when you see us, these priests and prophets, on these podcasts, on our classes, in our shows and stuff like that, you got to understand that this is righteousness from the Most High. You know what I'm saying? You know, this is righteousness from the Most High. We're going to teach you how to go about choosing, choosing the right man, choosing the right woman, making sure that you're not a whore.
Right.
And you won't have to worry about, if you go and give it this man, and then you give it this man, and you marry this man, and this sex is garbage.
Right.
You don't have to worry about that. That won't even come up.
That
won't even come up. But if you have that mindset of we're going to be evil against the Most High, then, hey, I can't help you.
That's right.
Only way I can tell you is come the way of the truth. That's the only way I can tell you.
That's right.
I'm a priest. That's the only way I can tell you. Come the way of the truth. You know what I'm saying? I've seen some top flight whores in my day. I'm 50 years old. I've seen some top flight whores, and top flight whores got money. They would come with all the money. They be daughters of stars. And they would come in, you know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, But boy, you got a man. I'm thankful to the Most High that he led me to this truth. Because I was an evil little simple Negro in the world.
Right.
And I preferred going with other brothers' wives. I preferred going with a married woman.
Good.
I preferred knocking off a married woman. I didn't even really want them. I don't want no single woman. Right. I wanted a married woman. You know what I'm saying? And when you start that evilness and they get into you, like, damn, well, why the hell did I do that?
That's right.
And you gotta really understand what we're giving you. And understand what we're saying right here when we're telling you how to be a proper woman. You know what I'm saying? Don't be running after the dude that really that he doing things, he out there and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, man, you gotta really learn this truth. You gotta get in to be proper. You know what I'm saying? And I think the Most High came in at my age. Come on, I came in when I was 40-something years old. So I was an older man that needs to be taught. A lot of you brothers out there think you think you got it all. You think you know it all, but I had to come into the truth. I thought I knew it all. I conquered vagina in the world.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I thought sure that I was a nigga that conquered vagina. Right. You know what I'm saying? I can really, go about getting vagina and not letting it take me and everything. But as I get into the truth and learning these scriptures and paying attention to what's going on, I'm like hearing some stuff like, man, if I had this earlier, damn, I wouldn't have been such an evil nigga in the world. I could have done it, man. I wouldn't have ruined so many women. So once you start you gotta really come into this truth and really understand what's going on. We're not just some Negroes sitting around talking smack. A lot of stuff is like, hey, we had experience, and then we see where coming into this truth, following the Most High, we seeing where how it worked, how it could make it, how it could have worked if we were in the truth a long time ago. You know? So it's something that you gotta listen. You gotta humble yourself. You gotta humble yourself and shut up.
That's
you know what I'm saying? Humble yourself and shut up and learn.
Right.
You know, learn how to be that woman. You know what I'm saying? We're teaching.
Damn right.
That's all I can give you. You know what I'm saying? I can come real hard with it, real extra more, but you know what I'm saying? It might take a little more time, but you know what I'm saying? That's all I can give you. It's come the way of the Lord.
Come on. That's right.
And the Lord will be with you.
So like it, sir.
He'll be with you. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. No, well said, I don't want. Damn right. Well said, I don't want the water for that cat. We got a comment. Get it, y'all, Mop.
I said, damn right.
No, y'all, Mop, but we got some comments. I know on your side again, there's some I can't see. We got some comments, people tuning in. So like, you know, other people tuning in on the different platforms. And this last one, could you read that, Baba Kushab, bro? Because Officer Kowal and Yarmak as well, Cap, and whoever. I thought this was interesting. Yarmak, you sent this to me. Could you go ahead and just read it? This comment from somebody, bro.
It says, if a woman is unhappy in their relationship, they need to separate because statistics show that there can be deadly consequences. So get out while you can. A lot of people already have mental health issues, and it doesn't take a lot for them to cross the insanity line.
I have a perfect response for this.
I do too, man.
I know, but Kowal, I know you've been waiting.
Yeah, man. Good night.
Go ahead.
Yarmak, go ahead. You got it, bro.
It's not you got it, Tabawan.
No. You got it.
Good night. Okay. Well, I'll answer that first question again. I just want to piggyback off what Cap said on the first question, and then you could take this one. Right?
Okay.
What that's said when she said if a man is unhappy with the sex, I mean, if a woman is unhappy with the sex, for one, we got to stop being simple, and you got to understand this too. You may be unhappy with the sex from that man, but guess what? Your box is trash too.
That's right.
And that's what you don't get that. In your brain, you can't fathom that because you believe you got breasts and you got a behind that you all that in a bag of grits. You're not. You understand? And so my point is this: your sex can be bad for a man too.
That's right.
Here's what, as a woman, right? Here's what you should do: take time in getting to know that man.
That's right.
Take time in getting to know that woman. I always teach women this: find everything you want in a man, so that if he lose everything, you still have everything that you ever wanted. What do I mean by that? Don't look for the money that he got. Don't look for the clothes. Don't look for the tangible things that you are interested in. Look for the way that he speaks.
That's right.
Look for the way that he smells. Look for the way that he guides your mind, that he protects your house. If he's an alpha male, maybe you want a beta male, or maybe you want a cigar. I don't know. Look for all of the qualities in a man that you want. That way, when you're with him, if he loses his money, then that relationship doesn't fall because of the money. And if he doesn't have the sex that you want, the relationship doesn't fall because of the sex. You know that you're with a man because he's not a child molester. That you're with a man because he's not a drug addict, because he's not a drug dealer. He's not a gang member. And he'll never leave you for all the days that his lungs draw breath on this earth. That's the type of man that you should look for. And now, let's keep it real, because this is a Chain Breakers podcast, and we can get explicit. Now, there may be men out here who just don't measure up. They don't measure up to the task. Guess what? You can court that man. And if that man has micro penis, you better ask him. You better ask if he has micro penis. And as a brother, you're going to have to be honest. You understand? And as a brother, you have the right to ask that. You better ask him. I'm sure Cap said it. We're trying to give you the formula. We're trying to give you the formula. In other words, stop being a stupid little girl. Stop being dumb. Stop thinking you got to unwrap Pandora's box because your mind is clouded with all the pornography you've been watching.
Right.
Because your mind is clouded with all the whoredom that you've been doing in your life. And so now you believe that everyone is supposed to be the horse. That's what you believe. You understand? Because your brain is tainted. You done rotten your brain into thinking that everything is supposed to be what you've seen on TV. That's not real life.
That's right.
Not real sex. And a man the same way. Stop
That's
thinking that a
right.
woman is supposed to be a super slut, that she's supposed to be a super freak hoe, because you can't stop watching porn or us on
That's right.
.com. Every woman you believe you're supposed to be Brittany Rayner, or what's the other one? Tiana Trump. You think that every woman you with supposed to be Tiana Trump. She ain't Tiana Trump, and you ain't that nigga. You
That's
ain't
right.
him.
That's right.
So now, when you get a woman that learns to submit to her man, when you get a woman that is a good mother, that learns how to cook, God
That's
damn
right.
it, that learns how to keep a house clean, that learns how to watch her mouth and not to anger her husband, you got a man that ain't gonna beat you. You understand? If I could, I got to, man, just because it's on topic. But when you talking about leaving a relationship because you unhappy, y'all ever taught us this? You understand? Our older generations, they ain't last 30 and 40 and 50 years because they was happy with each other. Our grandparents didn't last with each other because they was happy. When you know you married to a man that was a drug addict, you know you married to a man that sold dope, you know you married to a man that abused you, that went and slept with other women on you, that lied to you, that hurt your feelings. But you stood with him because you realized your happiness wasn't everything, but that relationship with that man was. The parent that you have for your children was. That business that you grew was. That was more important than your happiness. But in this world, we believe that being happy is everything, when that's not what love is. Love is not about us being happy. Love is about an oath that we take to one another, and we never break it, no matter how unhappy we get. I don't care how many arguments I get in with my woman. I don't care how many arguments I get in with the person that I love. If I love them, I will never leave them. And now we talk about mental illness. You better start being careful about the man or the woman that you make that oath with. You want to make the oath with some schizophrenic or some paranoid or delusional bipolar person, then guess what? You're going to have to love that person. You're going to have to love that schizophrenic. You're going to have to say, baby, put that goddamn pill in your mouth.
That's right.
And go sit down. You're going to have to love her. You're going to have to do it. You understand? Because you know why? Because you'll have children, and guess what? Your children will be schizophrenic. Your children going to have ADHD. Your children going to have mental disorders. And guess what you'll do for your children? You're going to love them. You ain't going to get rid of your children. There's statistics that show this type of one, that there are some mental disabled children that literally kill their parents. Is that not true?
That's a fact.
So are we supposed to get rid of our children because they're schizophrenic?
I guess.
Are we supposed to get rid of our children because we bipolar? What about my safety? What about my happiness? My children don't listen to me. My children are drug dealers. What about my happiness? I'm not supposed to stand by my child as they go to court. I'm not supposed to stand by my child as they fail every grade in school. No, I'm going to stand by my child with everything because you love your children. The problem is you don't know how to love the man that you lay in bed with. You don't know how to love the woman that you lay in bed with. And that's why black people are struggling in America, man, because we don't know how to love each other. We don't get it. But one day we will. In the Israelite school of U.P.K, we get it. We know how to love one another. So if you're a crazy in here, you're going to have sex with a brother in here. Guess what? You hit the jackpot.
That's right.
You finally hit the jackpot because you got a man that'll die and kill for you if necessary, no matter how many mental illnesses you got. And brothers, be careful about the women you choose. Otherwise, you're going to have to deal with it. You understand?
That's a fact. Well said, brother, as per usual. Right on time. You know what I'm saying? If I could just throw this in there, I just want to just piggyback on what Yarmak said. That was just so heavy, man. That this whole world we living in, man, like Yarmak said, man, that pornography, and even if it's not actual pornography, just the shows. You know what I'm saying? You ever watch a TV show and every sex scene in a TV show, they like taking off their clothes like this, like, you know what I'm saying? Like they struggling to take their clothes, like it's like it gotta be some kind of damn dramatic. Listen, just get in the bed because y'all like. What happened to just having sex and y'all like each other? Like. Is that so? Is that like a strange concept? Like we just like each other, so let's have sex. You know what I'm saying? Like you're my woman, and you know you're my man. Let's pause. Like let's do that. Like now everything got to be like you said, some kind of weird porno thing.
Sexy.
Yeah, like nah, bro. Just get in there and just get down. Be intimate. It's called intimacy. Be intimate with each other.
I've seen the funniest post, and I
Yeah.
kind of relate. I can kind of relate to this post. It was about a woman getting all sexy, right? She
Yeah.
getting out the shower with the lingerie, getting all sexy, and his brother was just like, he was like, just take it off.
Right.
That lingerie looks better on the floor.
Right. Hey.
Over there in the corner. It looks way better.
Most High Christ, whatever y'all gotta do, but you know, at the end of the day, don't think too much. Just, you know what I'm saying? Like, just go ahead and just be intimate with each other, because that's your man, that's your woman, and so on, and that'll bring y'all together closer together. That's a part of y'all duties to one another. So that's just a heavy point that obviously y'all was saying, man. But yeah. So the question again was also about the whole thing about mental illness, and Kowal, if you could speak on this real quick, because the last part was, make sure I'm saying this right. It was a lot of people already have mental issues, and it doesn't take a lot for them to cross the insanity line. So I think the idea is like, okay, like because people have different issues, mental issues, so on.
Right.
If they don't separate, who knows what can happen. And Officer Yarmak alluded to it when he said, you know what I'm saying, some people got to put a goddamn pill in their mouth. That's just what it is. Yarmak, I know Yarmak learned that from the generals, but I heard him say that. I'm like, damn, that's so true. Like, somebody's got to put a pill in their mouth. But what would you say to that, Kowal, when somebody says, well, no, it's just not working. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to stay with him, or I want to stay with her, but, because you got some brothers who go through some stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, where, you know how it is, brothers, like Adawan.
Yeah.
You know how it is, man.
Women be crazy sometimes now.
So, yeah, these women be real crazy. A woman to pull a knife on you, she'll, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? She'll attack you physically or say things outlandish. You know what I'm saying? Set your car on fire.
Hey, but go
ahead, Yarmak.
All women are destroyed just like us, and they are crazy. But who's better to deal with it than another crazy nigga?
That's right. Too. That's right.
We'll just be crazy idiots together.
Right. I guess so. I guess so. So to that, so Kowal, would you say how does one deal with that? If you are a brother, speak to the Akim, right? The brothers. Right. And because we always talk about the women. The brother who says, man, I love her, but she too much. She done slashed my tires. I can't even get to work. She complained when I ain't got no money and I'm broke, but she slashed my tires. How am I get to work with no goddamn car? You know what I'm saying? She set my favorite suit on fire. I'm a stockbroker. Now I can't go to work. So how would that brother deal with that situation? And what, you know what I'm saying? What's the best course of action?
I like to focus on what causes it. I'm a type of Negro that, I mean, I get to talking to a woman and I either gonna piss her the hell off because I'm putting her in a box. You know what I mean? Like, you slashing my tires and keying my car or doing something wild. I'm like, for what? Like, okay, what's the end game? What do you want from me? All right. Mm-hmm. What do you really want from me? And usually when you ask them what they want from you, they'll either break down and cry or start stuttering or say something dumb. Like, I just want you to care. Like, that's so care what? What do you want? Like, what do you specifically want from me? And usually they don't know. Mm-hmm. They're like big kids, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like big children, like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I'm glad I don't deal with that crap no more, man. Them days are long gone, man. I remember the key to all that nonsense. But it starts off with the root of the problem, what caused it. And I usually relationships start off good, and then because you didn't ask the right questions when you start dating them, going to the movies, eating dinner, you didn't ask them were they bipolar, schizo. You didn't ask them to have anger issues. You didn't even just give it time. You know what I mean? You just slept with them the first day. And after that gets involved, man, emotions get higher. And you might not answer the phone when she calls. Mm-hmm. And then you might, go to play basketball and the phone rings, you don't answer it again. You might call her back on the way home after everything. And then she's like, Negro, I called you at 9 o'clock this morning, it's 5 o'clock. What the hell you been doing? Right. Going crazy. You're like, whoa, where's it coming from? Women, they actually, they're really emotional. So, that's right. I always like to see how emotional they are before I even get invested. That's right. My advice to men is just to, to just pick better. Just make sure you choose better, man.
That's right.
Just because she got a nice body and all that, I mean, you might take her down that night, but I'm telling you right now, man, that one night cost you 18 years of pure hell. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta choose better. When it comes to mental illnesses and women, man, most women, they're all crazy. What kind of crazy you gonna get? What kind of crazy you gonna get? You know what I'm saying? You gonna get a little bit of little diet crazy, or you get extra crazy? You know what I mean?
Right.
It's just,
God.
It is what it is. Especially if you get a Latino woman or a Negro, and they, you get a Judite woman. My God,
right?
You know, so it's what you gonna put up with. But the pros outweigh the cons. And when you mentally go get diagnosed, man. Hey, go get therapy. For one, you can call I.S.U.P.K and get counseling.
Right. That's heavy.
Mental health is real. You know what I'm saying? But women gotta stop making excuses. Like one thing I can't stand for a grown woman. I see these videos all the time on YouTube or Instagram where some guys recording her. See, look, y'all, look what she's doing. And she's ramming the car. Look at her. She's ramming my car. And she gets out of the car with a hammer. He's like, you better hit me with the hammer. Like, she just totally just going crazy. And then you fast forward to court. And then her answer for doing all this was, well, he made me angry. Just because you get angry, that's not a license for you to go damage things or cause bodily harm to somebody. Like, you got to learn how to control your emotions, man.
That's
Women struggle with their emotions. Oh, I'm on my period. I got a headache. He did this. It don't matter. Control your damn emotions. Because men act on their emotions every time. It'd be a lot more of you broads in the effing hospital. Trust me.
That's right.
It'd be a lot more of you broads in the effing hospital with rewired jaws and no hairline. You know what I'm saying? But men try to use restraint and, try to, because they know women are crazy.
That's right.
But, just pick better, man. Like, I ain't got time for none of that all that. You already know me. Men can have more than one woman. So usually all that crying is about another woman.
That's right.
Is there the money arguments? Okay, money come and go. You get paid this week, everything's fine. You get broke eating hot dogs and bologna sandwiches and bad. But then money come and go. But it's always the blunt of the conversation or the ramming of the car, the key into the car. The domestic violence. It usually comes from another woman. Jealousy of another woman. You gotta tell them straight up, like, look, you ain't my only woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, we locked in, but all this stuff about who I'm doing, I ain't got time for that. If you that type of woman, you gotta go. And a woman gotta fall in on your lifestyle. Like, woman now at my age, she gotta fall in on my lifestyle. I ain't got time for that. I'm not a monogamous nigga. I'm never getting on my knee. Brian McKnight is not gonna be singing in the background. I'm not giving you a ring. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna wear a red turtleneck.
He said a turtleneck.
Yeah, I'm not gonna put a turtleneck on like a sucker and have Brian McKnight sing to you in the park. Like, no, like, that's not happening. I will treat you, whatever we do, but nobody's doing all that. Like, so monogamy is dead.
Right. Y'all,
you know what's crazy though? Like, people on the outside looking in, they like, oh, you ain't gonna get on a knee and you ain't gonna have Brian McKnight singing. You ain't a good man. Let me tell you something about Kowal, man. Kowal is the epitome, the best nigga that you could ever find in the U.P.K, man. Like, this man is a father. This man has children that he's raising up in the truth. You understand? And he has a wife that he absolutely adores, that he absolutely loves, and she absolutely adores him. You understand? And this brother is a bona fide cult leader. He's in the cult.
Damn right. Yes.
He done drunk the Kool-Aid. He in
Top
here.
Top tier.
He got a family. Man, look, I went to Kowal house. I said, damn, they had the clock, the clock that wasn't a regular clock. The clock tell you what time it is in words. I'm like, you understand? Like, everything is together. House is in order. House is immaculate. Everything is straight, man. And you could tell that his family is intact, but yet he's a cult leader.
That's right.
Mind-boggling to me.
That's
it doesn't make sense. Our relationships aren't supposed to work. They're not supposed to last. His woman is supposed to leave him and go get the man who's gonna get on one knee and say,
with Brian McKnight.
Yeah, with Brian McKnight in the background. It don't happen. Your guard wop, the same thing. You understand? Officer Tabawan, the same thing. I've literally seen Officer Tabawan's wife cry because of how good of a man Tabawan is, man.
Right.
You understand? He happened to be my brother. And guess what? Tabawan is in the cult. He in here.
I'm in here. Yeah.
How does it make sense? You understand? something that we're doing is keeping these relationships together. And here's what you got to understand if you're in the world. I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna shut up. We ain't the Christians, right? We are not the Christians that are in the background who on the outskirts look like everything is good, but yet at home everything is crumbling. Next year you don't know what happened to Miss Jenkins, this, that, and the third, because they in the shadows. We right here on your screen. We right here. We say it all the time at camp. We don't sell drugs behind this line. The brothers behind this camp that come out here every Saturday, we don't get arrested for selling drugs. We're not getting killed for gang banging and robbing and murdering.
That's right.
Every weekend, Lord allow, you come out here, you see the same face. Our relationships are public. You see our marriages. You see our faces. If you want to check it, just keep tuning in. Keep tuning in year after year after year as your relationships fall and they crumble. But yet these cult leaders, I mean, good night. Y'all, I've been Cam your guard Rob since I've been in the truth. You've been with your rib.
That's
and I'm sure you've been with her long after that. Captain Yachtazak out in Houston, Texas, I think is pushing like 20-something years with his rib, and he's a super cult leader.
That's right.
I just had to point that out because you brothers in the truth, y'all are phenomenal men. Y'all are phenomenal husbands. Y'all are phenomenal brothers. Y'all are phenomenal soldiers, but yet you are in a cult.
That's right.
That's
the water, bro. Heavy point, man. We about all that action in the I.S.U.P.K, and that's what it's all about. It's all about action and getting it done. We're soldiers in here. Let me tell you something. Loving your wife is no different than anything else in life. Being a soldier, loving your husband is the same thing. It's about what you do. You gotta want to do it and do it. You know what I'm saying? Just do it. Like this. Shout out to the sister. She said it. I think I said it, and she said it in the comments. Just do it. You know what I'm saying? Like all these questions about, well, what if this happens and what if this happens? As Cap said, if it ain't good, y'all better make it good.
Facts, yo.
Like yeah. What they say, the spark is gone. The flame then went out. Y'all better light it again. That's it. Reignite it. You know what I'm saying? You better figure something out. Both the brother and the sister, figure something out. We in this for the long haul. The long haul. And that's what Officer Yarmak is saying. All these brothers, because Officer Yarmak too. Officer Yarmak loves his ribs. I'm trying to tell you, man. I'm trying to tell you. That brother, I didn't see that brother, man. That's my brother. We've been in this thing. You know what I'm saying? Me, Kowal too. We've been holding it down out here in North Carolina for many years. And and I've seen all my brothers go through different things. But I in the world, I've never seen a brother love his wife or wives the way these brothers do, man. And it all comes from what? Because we're trained to be about action. We're trained to do it. Not to think about it, not to worry about it, not to imagine about it, not to make ideas about it, just to go get it done. And that's how your marriage survives. That's how your relationship survives. And last thing I'm gonna say, because I actually got to head out. The bro Akim gonna hold it down in my absence. I gotta make a move. But obviously, y'all Mark said this was heavy too. It's no different than your children. Everybody understands. I haven't slept since what? I think I took a nap around like 7. Maybe today. I've been up since like 3:30 this morning because my son wouldn't go to sleep.
Right.
He just would not stay asleep. He'd go to sleep 30 minutes. He wake up again. Go to sleep for an hour. Wake up again. And I gotta wait. What I'm gonna do? I'm not just gonna leave him there bugging out. I gotta get up. I gotta see what's wrong with him. I gotta see what's up. I might gotta rock him back to sleep. I might have to give him some water. I might have to give him, some juice. Like whatever. But guess what? Everybody, or a lot of people, understand that when it comes to their children. And as Officer Yarmak and all the Akim and Adawan is saying, treat your marriage the same as you would your children. If you care, just think children. If you care about something, treat it the way you would treat your child. You would never neglect your child. If your child is screaming and crying, you wouldn't say, well, I'll deal with it later. If your child is going through something, you wouldn't say, it'll be fine. No, you're going to be right there and say, oh, what's up? What's wrong? Even if you're tired, even whatever's going on, you're going to say, what I got to do? What's going on? Do I got to call the doctor? Do I got to make this appointment? I'll be there. Yeah, I'll take off for work. You'll do whatever. And that's the same in all of our relationships. If you with that man, that's what you got to do. You with that woman, that's what you got to do. End the story. And as Yarmak said, put the goddamn pill in your mouth if you got to take one. If you need to take a pill because you are bipolar and got mental issues, put that goddamn pill in your mouth. It's about to be 7 o'clock. It's about to be nighttime. You better eat some dinner, drink some water, and take the pill. Because that's also loving your family. Loving your family isn't always about what you do directly with them. Sometimes it's how you treat yourself. Doing the right thing for yourself, like taking that pill, or it may be working out, whatever it may be. Doing the right thing is going to benefit the people that you love. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
Salakia, I'm off it. I'm done with that. But YAHANNA, you gonna take the helm? You have the con, my brother. You don't even get that reference, do you?
I have the what?
You have the con. You don't get that reference, huh?
The con?
Yeah, you have the con. What's that from?
I'm K-A-N, con as in yes in Hebrew.
No, it's from Star Trek. Okay, when in Star Trek, when Captain Kirk leaves the bridge, he says to whoever's second in command, he says to Spock, "You have the con," as in now it's on you.
Star Trek is gay. Star Wars, however, Star Wars is,
I like both, but no sweat. But that's my time. I'm gonna leave you to it, y'all. But the water to everybody tuning in today, all the brothers and sisters that rocking out with us, man. We got a couple more stories for y'all. But to cap, Shalom, Adawan, Lord of Christ, Kawal, Lord of Christ, y'all, Lord of Christ. I'm gonna see y'all on the next one. Get it, y'all.
Which one did you say? I can't see no baby.
It was the if you go to the Facebook, you could do either Jamie Foxx or the baby, but I let me see. The baby was the first one. It says 4th suspect arrested.
Oh, okay. That's why they ain't. I got you.
So yeah, if you want to do Jamie Foxx, and if you got time, if y'all want to run through Jamie Foxx and the one with the in the Bronx, you can do that or choose one, whichever works for you. But I gotta make a run, so I'm gonna definitely see y'all next week. The water, Shalom Akim, wa Adawan.
What's up, brother?
Hey,
Shalom Christ.
Hey, I like them comments and them questions that was coming in today, though. Y'all got to keep that up. We need brothers and sisters calling in, man. Like this, I know we cult leaders and whatnot, and we got swords in the background, but you can call in here. We ain't gonna grab you through the phone and do nothing to you. You understand? That's what I'm trying to get across the line radio. Right, hold on, let me share the screen here. So, did anybody else have anything else to say on them two topics, either the Brittany Rayner or the marriages or anything like that?
No, I didn't disagree with the old girl with the my bad. Go ahead, Cap.
No. Go ahead, Doc.
With the black woman, what's her name? The one McKay Michelle, whatever her name is, was it?
Eboni K. Williams.
Yeah, Eboni K. Williams. Yeah. Well, I understood where she was going with that, though. I understood what she was trying to say about black women trying to take it more serious, your relationship life, and all them damn degrees and all that is fine. But I mean, you get all the education you want with no man, like you're gonna have a miserable ass life. Like that's just a fact. You know what I'm saying? Like, because most white women go to college, they get a husband they sophomore, junior year, senior year. Black women, they just slept with the whole damn campus, and after they graduate, they still sleeping around and they just worry about their money. It's like your money doesn't matter to a man. Let's have access to it. If I got access to it, then okay. But if I got access to it, I don't give a damn how much money you make. Like I can't touch it. So what do I care? I date a girl at Taco Bell. She listen. I don't care if you make $250 a year. You dumb and don't listen, and you can't be told nothing. Your $250 is worthless.
And you know what? I got a question too, kind of on that topic, because I was talking to a sister and she was kind of saying like, I got to have a man that don't need my money, got everything. He pretty much well off, and it's set up. But I had to ask. So I'm like, so if being with a man that, because for one, when you looking for a man, let's just say makes 6 figures. Let's just use that, right? You looking for a man that makes 6 figures. That kind of it tunnels, it eliminates a lot of potential prospects, because a lot of black men just don't make 6 figures. Why? Because we oppressed, drugs being pumped in our neighborhoods, and we're not white. Let's just keep it real, right? So when you start to eliminate those who make 6 figures, it's like you're not really looking for a man that you actually love. So if you get with a man that makes 6 figures, as a woman, does it not in some way in the back of your mind like make you vulnerable to the idea that, okay, the control that I want to have in a relationship or the equality that I want to have in a relationship now is kind of gone out the window. Meaning this, if that man who makes 6 figures is out with the boys all night and he don't come back home till 4 or 5 in the morning and you got a problem with it, if he decides to say, yeah, shut your mouth, shut your mouth or get the out my house.
Right.
You understand? Because at this point, he doesn't need you. He doesn't need you. He is many women chasing after him. He's set up, and that's what you wanted. So I just always ask that question: like, if you're gonna chase a man who has money, does that not in some way make you think that could cause issues in the future? Like, what y'all think about that? I mean, you love the money, not the man. God, yeah, that's what I would think. I don't know.
But that's why these marriages are ending. That's why a lot of these marriages are ending so short, because a man have fallen on hard times, and then or you're both fall on hard times, and now you stuck with the real each other. The shopping sprees don't stop. Order on Amazon and stop. Now you're looking at them funny. Women fall in love with the ring and the wedding. Once all the cameras flash stop, once all the cake is eaten, once all the high of you stuck with that man, and that's what they don't. They want to stay on a ride with consistent high. So they'll divorce, get married again, divorce, get married again. Free, Jamaica, Rodeo Drive, jury. It's like, bitch, what the fuck? You want a constant state of happiness? What the hell is your problem? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not how life works. Niggas gotta put their foot down, and then brothers gotta stop simping too. There's a lot of you suck ass, where my hug at ass niggas that sit up here and create this delusion for these women. Like it's a bunch of y'all out here. Most niggas is like this. Like they hardcore. They gonna tell their woman there's rules. You know what I'm saying? You don't embarrass me. I gotta protect. You want me to protect you with my life, right? So listen to me. I can't protect something. Don't listen to me. Like what I'm saying. You give her a life of right limits because you love her. You want to protect her and you care about her. But that's come off. That's a masculine type of love and care, like a father would to a daughter. But these sucker ass church boys, they're creating this false narrative, and women really think it's a bunch of them out there like that that's really gonna stay with you. Like these niggas is lying, bro. They just trying to smack, and once they smack, you see who they really are, and you fell for the bait because you ran away from the correction and discipline that you're gonna get from this hardcore nigga right here, and you ran to that corny church boy that what I'm saying, that you could bring home to mama, but he a simp, and you don't want that. He'll push you.
It's a lock you. And so like that's so heavy. That's so heavy what y'all bringing out, because the main thing is and that's taught behavior. That's taught behavior. Our sisters been taught that, but they've been taught that from a slave master. That things they hear and what they say, what they want in a man, they don't even believe it.
Right.
They don't even believe they want the man to be making this type of money and stuff like that and this like that.
Right.
The oppressor have put that fairy tale in their head.
Right.
And they think like, oh yeah, that's the right way to go. Okay, I want this and I want that. You don't even know what you want.
Right.
They don't even know what they want to have at the time, But they've heard this fairy tale, the 6 figures. Oh, he's doing everything. I don't have to do nothing and do that. No, come on. Get out of here. You know what I'm saying? They've been given that dream from the slave master. So now when it doesn't happen, there's no good men out here.
Right.
Where
did the 6 figures
come on,
come
man.
From? Where did this whole 6 figures
Exactly.
Who coined that?
Come on.
What the hell are you talking about? Like, you only make women don't make 6 figures.
7 figures.
Yeah, like
they see too many movies. They see too many movies. They see all these movies. They see the movies, you know what I'm saying, with brothers making money on top of don't know Eddie Murphy movies. They seen all that type of stuff. They didn't seen that type of stuff, and they really think it's real. No, that's not real. That's in Hollywood.
It's Hollywood.
That's Hollywood. That's a fairy tale.
And they're mostly written by gay men. So it's psychological. It's to ruin us because it's not real.
Right.
It'll drive a real Negro crazy. Like brothers like us, we sit here look at this world. Man, that's why I'm mad all the time. I'm like, man, I'm a nice guy, but it's like I be pissed off all the time because what I see and hearing. In the comment sections, I gotta start reading them because these women are just they'll agree with anything egregious a woman does. Like this is so full of hate and gobble. Just gimme. 6 figures. He got to be tall, dark, handsome, 6 figures, 6-pack. All this nonsense. I'm like, what the hell? Where you gonna find this brother at? He gotta love God but be a gangster. He gotta be a dope boy, but he gotta be a white collar job. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't get it. Like I'm like, okay, you know, like are you making this up? I saw this white therapist. She said she was gonna stop even giving counsels therapy sessions to Black and Latino women about men because they're delusional. Like it just don't make any sense, man. Like all this 6-figure nonsense, man. Listen, man. We really going to see what the relationships made out of. But when money does not matter anymore, we're gonna see. World War III coming. You ain't gonna go to the ATM machine like you think you are.
God,
the banks ain't gonna be open like you think they will. Right. Yo, then what? Yeah, okay.
So we got a comment on this topic. The comment says it's easy for y'all to say that because y'all can have multiple wives. If you fall on hard times, you can just go be with another woman. But if that woman falls on hard times, she can't go be with another man. Now I have an answer for this, but I'll leave the floor open if y'all want to speak to that.
What is the point then? Like, what is she saying?
I'll tell you what she's saying.
Okay, if I go get another woman, first of all, me get it's your money is my money. That other woman's money is my money. So if I get in the money, right? I'm going to help you. I'm not going to let you fall in the dumps. What are you talking about? You're not going to fall by the side. That's a woman creating that narrative in her head.
Right.
It's always so pessimistic. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like it's never optimistic. It's always full of problems. You can have more than one woman. Okay. I understand that. So what's the problem with it? But what about me?
And Salaki, she's been taught to be selfish.
Right.
She's been taught to be selfish. So all she can think about is, damn, I fall on hard times, I'm all alone. No. We don't have these selfish bitches up in here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We help one another. You know? Damn.
Right.
Damn. Look, if you sitting there, you fall hard times, and we don't help you.
Right.
I mean, goddamn.
That's
damn. That's the one thing I.S.U.P.K and Commander YAHANNA showed me when I came in there. We love people. We love each other. Blacks and Hispanics, we love the nation. You know what I'm saying? Brothers and sisters need help. We're going to help. We're going to help. And that's what you will find. We not just sitting here just talking smack. You know what I'm saying? No, we go out and do things. We love people. We go and take on kids who not ours. You know what I'm saying? And they become ours. They become ours all the time. You know, it comes like this. You know what I'm saying? Even my grandkids, I talk to their father. I don't know their father, and I don't know him like that, but I've talked to him, and he can come see him anytime he wants to, you know what I'm saying? But as long as he's absent, I will be here being a father figure for them.
Right.
You know, we do things that people don't, but people just talk the things that we do. We do it. We don't just talk it. You know what I'm saying? Our grandchild, she's autistic. You know what I'm saying? Stay here, and I know I watch it. She with me all through the day.
Right.
I put up with all the way up in the middle of the night. You know what I'm saying? Changing diapers. She's screaming and everything. I deal with all that.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? We take people on and love them like they're supposed to be loved. We ain't fucking faking. We ain't faking the funk up in here. There ain't no fake thing. We ain't gonna have nobody sitting there destitute. We got 2 ribs and 1 rib destitute, crying she ain't got no money. Come on, she on hard. Come on, get out of here.
Yeah,
that's unheard of. That don't happen up in here. It may happen up in them fake Israelite groups, but it don't happen up in here.
Right.
No, we take care of one another. Right. She don't even have to worry. You wouldn't have to worry about that. So go ahead, Jeremiah.
Damn right.
I remember one of the earliest stories of when I came to the church. I ain't gonna mention them brother's name, but you brothers definitely know who this is. He definitely is a pillar in the UPK. And I remember going down to South Carolina for a cookout that he had and seeing both of his ribs inside the house. Now this is like the first time I really seen like 2 ribs and they both right there. They right there and they not killing each other. He's like, she live here. They both live here. And I said, damn, How they doing that? He explained it to me. He said, well, basically, I was living with my rib, and my other rib had her own house, but she lost her slave, and she couldn't pay her rent. And so, she was struggling, pretty much going insane because she couldn't make money to pay her rent. So to save her sanity, the brother told her, F the job, F that house or the apartment, whatever it was, and come move in with us. And so that woman came there and moved into there, and then they worked together as a unit. And when he was breaking down the finance, she eventually got a job. And when they was breaking down the finances, he was telling me how they was able to provide for the children, how the women was able to get what they needed, that how they ain't worried about paying the rent or paying for bills or anything. And then eventually she saved up enough money, and then they all was able to go and move to a whole different state. And now the brother is running a whole camp. You understand? You brothers in the school may know who I'm talking about. I ain't gonna mention his name, but like I said, he a villain here. But that is the West. That's how we raise our families, man. You scared that you gonna fall. You understand? Not when you got a brother in the UPK. Now, if you married to a Jake in the world, you married to Day Day, and Day Day got other women. Day Day got other women. Now, if you lose your job and can't pay for your apartment, you might be homeless. You might be But in the UPK, which is why it's so beautiful, man. Like, brothers and sisters cannot, you cannot fall in the UPK. It's not possible. You understand? Like, Kowal's children can never ever be homeless. Do you not understand the comfort that is? Like, Kowal, God forbid, something can happen to Kowal right now, and he gone from this earth, and he can leave knowing my children ain't gonna ever be homeless. Why? Because YAHANNA has a house.
That's right.
Your Garwap has a house. Some brother in Arizona who I don't know, he got a house. Someone is going to take care of things that we can't take care of, and even within our own families. Oh wow, I couldn't imagine your wives not having a place to live. That's crazy. It's not crazy in a Christian church, however. You understand? Because we don't live that way. But we're gonna move on. We're gonna shift gears here. I'm taking that away from top of wall.
Shift gears.
I'm gonna put this last
like Brian Gumble.
Right. Anyway, run your mouth. So let me make sure you see here. Right, so I haven't really I haven't read this story, so we're just gonna read it, try to make sense of it, and then we'll go over. I'll read a little bit and then I'll open the floor. So the title, right, this is coming from the Shade Room, right? And the title of it is Fourth Suspect Arrested After 1-Year-Old Passes Away Following Suspected Fentanyl Exposure at Bronx Daycare. Good night. Right? A fourth suspect has been arrested and reportedly facing charges in connection of the passing of 1-year-old Nicholas Dominique. As the Shade Room previously reported, the toddler passed away on September 15th. At the time of the incident, Dominic was in the care of Divino Nino Daycare in the Bronx, New York. What is this? From these names, Italian?
Yeah, it sounds Dominic. That's Italian kind of, or it could be.
It sounds like Italian,
yeah. You said the Bronx is usually full of Dominicans, though.
Con.
More information. According to CBS News, Felix Herrera Garcia was taken into custody. Now, this might be Northern Kingdom.
Yeah, that's Dominicans.
Right, was taken into custody on Tuesday after being located on a bus headed to Colicia in Mexico. It's definitely Northern Kingdom. According to the outlet, Colicia is the hub for the most powerful drug cartel in the world. Right? This is the quote. The cartel is the largest producer, manufacturer, and trafficker of fentanyl in the U.S. The U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York, Damian Williams, explained as per CBS News, "It tells me he was going there for protection, so it made sense for him to take a bus to lay under the radar and go directly into Civician to lay low for a period of time." right? So I guess what it seems like is happening here is that it seems like that somehow they was bringing fentanyl from Mexico to the Bronx. And somehow this 1-year-old child got exposed from it and ended up dying. But I'm trying to figure out if the parents had anything to do with this. Hold on a second. All right, hold on. Here we go. The outlet has go ahead.
That fentanyl is so strong. They say you can touch it and die. Like it get through your pores or something like that. Like a certain amount, it gets into your pores and you could die. You know, or if it gets in your nostrils, you gotta have the right PPE on dealing with that fentanyl. You know what I mean? Right. Stuff is deadly.
So continuing on, it says the outlet adds that authorities discovered Herrera Garcia's whereabouts after receiving the tip. As the Shade Room previously reported, the suspect is the husband of the daycare owner, Gria Mendez, who was taken into custody on the day of the incident. At the time, it was reported that Mendez initially contacted her husband when she found Dominic unresponsive. When Garcia arrived at the location, he reportedly removed items from the daycare's basement. Then the suspect fled from the police. So I guess I see what's going on here. So it seems like Garcia was moving fentanyl, right? And one of the places that he was hiding the fentanyl or storing it was in the basement of a daycare in the Bronx. And somehow the fentanyl, I guess, got upstairs or somehow got into, like said, into the pores of the baby, and the baby was exposed to it and then eventually died. Right? So all of this is just saying that he left, he ran away. All that happened with the children, the babies were suffering the effect of the fentanyl. A tweet here from Ann Coulter says 1-year-old died from fentanyl at daycare. 3 other kids had to be treated with Narcan. The suspect is Felix Herrera Garcia. Garcia just arrested him in Mexico. So that's a picture of him, I guess, right here. Right. So I guess, I mean, so what is, I'm not sure if this is dealing with the immigration or what Tabawan really wanted us to go for the story for, but I mean, what's y'all take on it?
Hey. And it's another day in the life of Israel. Good Lord.
Right.
Man.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Well, I don't understand why they keep having these dope around these damn kids, these daycares. Right. Like that's a it's not, man. You dealing with children, man. We had a bus like that out here in Fayetteville a couple of years back. They found a bunch of dope in the daycare, man. You can't be doing that nonsense. You asking if I'm my kids in there, that bag could have busted open or fell from the roof and get all them babies up in there. Man, crazy, man. Negligent.
And so, Lucky, we can't be that cruddy of them. You know what I'm saying? Because as a matter of fact, I seen this story, on the news, and we just, man, you using the daycare system really for front or something. I mean that. Damn, we can't be that cruddy, man. We can't do things like that, man. Come on, man. You had to shit around kids, man. You see what happened.
And also, it just goes to show you how dangerous these drugs are. Like, we in the Christian church teaching that, you understand. Officer Kowal, Christ. You about to slide right now?
Go ahead, when you wrap it up. You good?
God, right. So we teaching in the Christian church that it's okay. You understand, for us to do drugs, for us to sell, to be drug dealers. Of course, all the Christians are gonna say no Christian pastor is teaching that it's okay to do those things. But what we don't understand is that when you tell black people directly that the law is done away with, when you tell blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians that the law is done away with, that God loves you, the law falls short of the glory of God. If you were a victim of sin, right, which is what the Christian church said, then you directly are teaching black people that it is okay us to do these type of things. That it's okay for us to move drugs. It's okay for us to be drug dealers and to use drugs. And fentanyl is dangerous, and its effects is starting to really encompass America. A lot of people are starting to die from the use of regular drugs, but fentanyl being placed in it. You understand? And we're seeing right now how easy for even our babies to die from it. So here's the question I have for black people, right? Here's what I have for you. Seeing that fentanyl killed this 1-year-old baby and really put 3 other babies in the hospital, and obviously the babies don't smoke, they don't take fentanyl, they don't pop pills, babies. But because of the exposure of the fentanyl, right? One of them died, 3 was sent to the hospital. And with that being known, and this also being known, that fentanyl is being put inside of the marijuana that you smoke. You understand? So people are dying also from smoking what they believe is a regular blunt, a regular joint, and they are dying because it's laced with fentanyl. Here's my question to black people. Do you love your children enough to not kill your babies from smoking weed and giving them secondhand smoke from fentanyl?
That's right.
Do you love your babies enough to not to put the blunt down because it's laced with fentanyl? Because when you smoke weed and your children come in the room and that fentanyl that's in that blunt that may not kill you, why? Because you're a grown human being. You may your body will be able to withstand some of the effects of fentanyl because it's not direct dosages, because it's not directly into your bloodstream. But if you smoke that and your babies are inhaling this fentanyl, are you willing to stop smoking weed so that you don't murder, so that you don't kill your baby next? Because again, here's what we got to take from this story. The baby was not killed directly from the fentanyl. No one gave the baby the fentanyl. This had to be some kind of secondhand exposure that got the baby killed. So that's my question. I mean, Cap, what do you got a response to that?
You hit it. You hit it right there. You hit it right there. I mean, good Lord. And what is that going to take? Is that going to take for us to put down the blunts? Yeah, I mean, you hit it right there. I mean, come on. This is something that, man, you really got to look at now. This is something we got to really pay attention to as a people. You know, we just think, oh yeah, you just smoking a blunt. I mean, keep on smoking the blunt. You're gonna kill your damn kids.
Right.
kill the babies. I mean, come on, man. Good Lord, this is, man, that's heavy. That's heavy, and it's real sad that we take it as we so casual with it as a people. We so casual with it. Oh, it's okay, you know, it's all from God anyway. You know, all that simpleness. Damn.
Right. And it's sad, man. Like this, like the sister said, it's a shame, but it's just so sad, like the state that we're in, man. And we don't have no way out of it. We don't know how to fix these in the world because of the ways of the world is what is making these things happen. Because we're not teaching that it is unlawful. You understand, to use drugs, to sell drugs. These things it's just going to be. It's going to reflect, our life reflects our leadership, and our leadership is those that teach against God. And so when we go against the Most High, these things are just going to continue to happen, and more babies are going to die from fentanyl. More children are going to die from fentanyl. Why? Because you're teaching them that it's okay to smoke weed. And so as you put that blunt in your mouth, you understand, your children are looking at you. They watching you. And they're going to go out and they're going to put a blunt in their mouth, and it's going to be laced with fentanyl, and babies are going to die. How do you fix it, man? You fix it by listening to Commander YAHANNA in the Israelite school of I.S.U.P.K and following after the Most High, and knowing that smoking anything is a sin against God, and you should stop. You understand? Stop fighting against common sense. Every person that smokes anything, they know that it's detrimental to their health. They know it. It's on the cigarette carton. It says it on the Black and Miles carton that it contains cancer, and you know it's going to kill you. Why do we still do it? Why do we still do it? I'll tell you why. Because there is a demon on us that wants us to die. It wants our 1-year-old babies to die. It wants our daughters and our sons to die, and our fathers and our mothers and our brothers and sisters to die. And we have to fight that demon. We have to fight that thing that's telling us, I have to smoke this blunt. I have to put this heroin in my blood. I have to do these opioids and this crack and this cocaine. We have to fight that demon and learn that is just a demon that wants us to die, man. But the Christian church will never tell you that. The Christian church will tell you that, you know, God loves everybody. God loves the sin and the sinner, man. When God. Cap. And you know it, Cap. That's you. I remember, and I would say this story, and I'm gonna say it one more time if I could, Cap. But I remember walking into this campus, North Carolina Central, right? And this is at the time I was coming into the truth, and I had the Magunda, otherwise known as the Sword of David. And I remember going in there, and they was having some Bible study. There was a bunch of people in there, and this is when I was young in the truth. Either had my test or I was a 50. I was ready to blaze on any and every Christian I could find. And it's so crazy, Cap, because I had found me my own trooper. I but I still see him to this day, and every day I see him, I shake his hand. He had came to a couple classes, and he went to Central. I was like, yo, you roll with me. And I made him get black boots, black pants, and a black shirt. And we went into there. I'm gonna get to that later, right? So, but before I had walked to the student union, and I remember some dude, some bald-headed man, he looked at me, he came, he said, "You here for the Bible study?" And I said, something like that. And he said, I see you working with the Lord working with you. I was like, oh, really? Why you say that? I said, I see you got that star on your neck. What, you a Jew? I said, yeah, I'm a Jew. I'm an Israelite from the tribe of Judah. I'm with the Israelite school. Okay. Oh, okay. He was like, well, you got some nice tattoos. I was like, it threw me off. It threw me off when he said it. I was like, you got some nice tattoos. I was like, oh yeah, I appreciate it, man. But I wish I never got them. That's exactly what I said. I said, I appreciate it, but I wish I never got them. He said, well, why you said that? And I said, because I found out that getting tattoos was a sin against the Most High God. And he said, he said, well, just know this, that if you ever did get any more tattoos, that you would still be loved by God and you would still make it in. And I remember, and I didn't really get it then. At that point, I took the brother into the Bible study, and I was blazing on this Christian pastor, man. And I had him reading for me. I probably shouldn't, but I did it. Salakia, you understand? That was years ago. But then as I got older in truth, I realized how detrimental what that man said to me. And this is what all of your uncles, all of your mothers, your grandmothers, your Christian pastors, your aunties, what they say to you, and you don't even understand how detrimental it is. Now, I'll put it in a term that maybe you'll see how bad it is. Imagine you have a daughter, right? And your daughter is 18 years old. And your daughter's out on the streets, right? And your daughter becomes a crackhead. And you hate that your daughter is a crackhead or some drug addict and she's homeless and she's committing crimes. You hate that for your daughter because you don't want to see her in that condition, right? Because you know what's wrong. And let's say one day your daughter finds some help. She finally gets help and she goes and gets cleaned up. And she stops doing crack. She stops doing drugs. She changed her life because she found out that what she was doing was wrong. And she chose to love God more than her addiction. And then let's say your daughter's walking down the street one day and some man comes and says, "Oh man, I remember you. You was just a crackhead a week ago. Dang, you look good. What'd you do?" And she says, "Well, I found out that using drugs was against God. And so I decided to stop using drugs and to love God." What if that brother tells your daughter, says, "Well, that's good. But just so you know, if you ever do crack again, God will still love you. God will still accept you. Do you get it now? Do you see how indirectly the Christian church is destroying black people?
Exactly.
Because if you believe that I can be a drug dealer, I can be a murderer, I can be a rapist, a liar, a thief, an adulterer, I can live alternative lifestyles and God still loves me, then that gives that person a free pass to fall victim to their lust, to fall victim to whatever Satan wants them to do. Whereas in the Israelite school of U.P.K, you cannot be a crackhead out. Sis, you cannot do drugs. You cannot be living alternative lifestyles. You cannot be a dope boy. You can't do it because God does not love the sin and the sinner, man. God loves those who choose to love him. That's it. That's simple. That saved my life, Cap. That was it. I mean, at that point, it's what they say in them old poems, the two roads diverge by wood or something like that. It's simple. You can choose to go down this route, or you can choose to go down another route. But of course, in the Israelite school, hey, we choose to serve the most. You understand? And even though we may not be perfect, every brother, every sister may not be perfect, we don't accept our demons as a part of us. We choose to fight against our demons every single day of our life. You understand? And that's what it means. Cap, you got something you wanted to say?
And that's a heavy point you made right there. And the thing is, like, the Most High wants us to turn from our wicked ways. Turn from our wicked ways. That was when 2 Chronicles 7:14. That's I love that. I read that in my class yesterday, and it was on Wednesday. But the thing is, it's like Christianity people. When I would I wish you know what I'm saying. I pray that our people can wake up from Christianity, because like that was just so heavy what you were saying, what that pastor said. Come on. If you go back and he still loved you anyway, come on. The person can go back and die. If they go back and sin again, they're going, they're going to die. There's a chance they're going to die, And that's why, this boy is just so evil, man. That's why I love Second Chronicles 7:14, when it says, "My people, which are called by my name, shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face." Seek my face and turn from their wicked ways. Then I will hear from heaven and forgive their sins and will heal their land. That's the whole solution right there. That's the whole solution right there. If we can turn from our wicked ways, we do it.
Okay, you breaking up. You're breaking up a little bit.
But can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Can you hear me? Oh yeah. But that's just what I'm saying. We got to learn to, and then this is what we teach in I.S.U.P.K, to turn from your wicked ways. Turn from your wicked ways. And seek the Lord. Seek His righteousness. Only then He's going to turn. Then only then He's going to hear He's going to hear, and what He going to do? He's going to heal us. He's going to heal us, and then we're going to send Christ for us. Damn, we can get out of here. We can get out of here. You know what I'm saying? But we keep on listening to Christianity and keep on turning to our wicked ways and keep on being emotional, going along with our feelings and stuff like that. Hey, we can't get nowhere like that. We can't get nowhere like that, man. You know what I'm saying? We got to learn to turn from our wicked ways, and the Lord going to hear. Then He's going to forgive our sins, and He can take us out of this mess that we are in. Man, and that's all I got to say on that, man.
And just for the record, I'm still waiting on that debate, Pastor John Bennett. I told Pastor John Bennett up as an officer. And he told me that he was a lion in the scriptures and that he had no problem with debating the Israelite school of U.P.K. He gave me his contact information. The brother who I was talking to, he responded maybe 3 or 4 times since about 2019. He has not responded back to any text. So Pastor John Bennett and all of his sons that are in Durham, North Carolina, I just want to formally let you know that you are a coward. I just want to let you know that.
That's right. That's
To his sons who watch this podcast, I just want to formally let you know that your father is a coward. I want to let you know that. You understand? I know it may hurt. It may hurt, man. And I'm glad to say my father isn't a coward. My father is obviously in the Israelite school of UPK. Your father, however, he's a one of those them female man things, Cap. I'm gonna have to. I'll say it that way. Just so,
you keep it clean.
Maybe that'll bring you out. Maybe that'll bring you out of the shadows that you hide in.
Yeah, exactly.
They be in the Christian church holding on to that Christianity like Schmiegel in them caves.
Yeah, God.
Come on and save me from this cult. Stop being a coward, man, and debate this. Embarrass the UPK with the Christian doctrine.
For real.
Of course you can't. Of course you can't. Cap, I'm gonna leave this one up to you. I'm good to go. But it was one more story. I know we're a little bit over the time, but I leave it. Okay. If you want to do it, we can run it. If not, it's up to you.
I mean, we can pick it up. We probably can pick it up next week.
God. All right, well, we'll leave that one. We'll leave the Jamie Foxx for next week. You understand?
Yeah,
and,
definitely. Because I would like to go in more on that too. I like to go in more. Let's definitely do that for next week.
So yeah, that Jamie Foxx and that Travis Kelce, I think those both go hand in hand. You understand? Swapping. But again, again, we're a little bit over the time. Again, we did start late, but I did want to do the water for everybody that tuned in. I'll do a little quick roll call. I think this is I.S.U.P.K. St. Croix. Big shout out to Officer Sadak, who just moved back to St. Croix, the islands out there. Get ready to raise up brothers out there. Officer Baaz, young man David, the Rawapah, Trooper Hawan, Officer Aisha, out Tanisha Edwards, my mother in the chat. Most High in Christ for her being here, been rocking out all day. Dating Israelites, I think that's Cal. I'm not sure who that is, but the water for tuning in. Wa'az Karab. Let me see who else we got. Hawad Tavel. Let me see. I don't know exactly what your Hebrew name is, but I think you're in the school with the water for tuning in. Officer Yanazar, right? All the sisters and everybody who couldn't actually tune in. Remember, if you want to type into the actual chat on YouTube, all you got to do is make a YouTube account so that you can type a chat. But a lot of sisters and brothers were sending comments on the Instagram and texting me directly for the water for everybody tuning in on that. Let me see. Yerashaya, the water that sister just got her name out there in Philadelphia. Most High in Christ, congratulations. So with that, we're gonna go ahead and end the show. But before we end it, I'm of course, Cap, your guard, if you got anything you want to say, any closing remarks before we get up out of here.
Nah, but everybody just pay your tithes. Make sure you pay your tithes, and everything. You know what I'm saying? Hey, this work. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's an honor to do this work. And to watch everybody out there. Everybody out there. Tuning in and everything. And we just, hey man, we're gonna keep on rocking.
That's right. And then I guess for myself, the water the cabinet guard, Officer Kowal, Officer Thabawan, of course, they had to leave a little bit earlier than usual. Next week, Lord allow, we'll be completely on schedule, get you the full show. But the water for everybody tuning in. Also, Javelin, you understand? I definitely got some big announcements. You understand? Season 2 of the Javelin is about to drop. I ain't gonna drop the name, but I got some promotion ideas. I don't see it, man. If you're not on Facebook, get on Facebook. Follow Javelin Wear, the Javelin page. Follow Officer Yarmak, Yahweh on Facebook, so you can stay tuned in.
All right,
Captain Tazariak, man. So Captain Tazariak and Javelin is coming together. We gonna collab. Captain Tazariak has been generous enough to make a Javelin oil and body butter.
Okay, all right, Most High in Christ.
Yeah, man. Captain Tazariak is huge in the Israelite school of UPK. His business Tazariak and Lily's Body Butters is phenomenal, man. They call him the 5-star king because he gets nothing less than 5-star ratings on Etsy. on Amazon. So if you're on Amazon and you want the natural whipped body butters, man, the natural oils, all made by him. You understand? Go to Amazon, type into Zariak and Lily's body butters. If you need the link, contact me. I'll send you the link. But the Javelin oils is coming out, and we're going to do a raffle. We're going to do the biggest raffles. He said, yeah, you need the body butter. Come on. You understand? But we're going to do a raffle. Enough. I'm still deciding on if I want to be a $1 raffle, $3 or $5 raffle. Because in this raffle, the first prize is going to be a full sweatsuit with the body butter and oil all in one package. So, you know, you just stay tuned. I'm gonna be dropping the the announcement soon, and we're gonna get it going like that. I'm still deciding if I want to do season 1 or season 2, but I'll let y'all on. Again, the water for everybody tuning in. You understand? Today is Friday. You ain't got no job and you ain't got shit to do but to kick it with your brothers in the Chain Breakers podcast. Captain Yagarwap, Officer Thabawan, Officer Kowal, and myself, Officer 1000 Yaramaka, the Israelite School of UPK. So with that, Shalom, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah Barakatah to the brothers. Shalom, Yahweh Shema Allah Shem Yahweh Shah to the sisters. Y'all brothers stay up out there, man, and stay out that Christian church. Shalom.